This video is for the series 21 Creative Obstacles that I started back in May. And today I'm going to talk about 5. No motivation, no inspiration, no consistency, burnout, and the artistic passion that turns into misery. Let's do it. I want to show you this cycle that happens for us when we are trying to create, but we are no longer motivated for whatever reason. And remember, I'm not talking about people who rely on their art to make income, to make money. I'm talking about those of us who simply want to make art because our soul craves making art. But even for us, it happens that we hit an obstacle and we are no longer motivated. Then it turns into a job. The first question that happens when we don't feel the motivation to make art is this: are you trying to motivate yourself to do something that you no longer want to do? Are you trying to motivate yourself to do something that you really don't want to do? If you are not motivated and you are not creating as much as you would want to, then what happens is there is no consistency in creating, no consistency in painting, recording, writing. From there, where there is no consistency, we try to push ourselves. We often judge ourselves and compare to other people, and then you try to do something, but it's not coming from any good feeling, and then you don't like what you made. And push yourself long enough, and you will feel burnout. If you ever experienced burnout, you know that it takes a very long time to heal yourself. And when you feel burned out, you definitely are not motivated to make more art or to create anything. So it would be the best to never allow yourself to experience burnout. But usually we know about it way too late. Why are you even pushing yourself? Because you are not consistent and you think this is a problem. When we think that the lack of consistency is a problem, then we are going to push ourselves. What if it's not a problem? Not a problem in making art, in being creative. I had so many conversations with people about this, and they judge themselves super hard. And where did we get the idea from that we're supposed to be consistent? From other people out there that we see that are very successful. Some of us are not consistent in the same way. We work more through cycles of creativity. But what if this is not a problem? Why would you push yourself to function in a way other people function, other people who basically have a different brain? And why not create like nature creates? In spring, it creates flowers. During summertime, there's a lot of fruit. Then everything dies, and then there is winter. Nothing happens. You are allowed to have your own creative winter as many times a year as you want, as many times a year as it's natural for you. Let's just drop this idea that we are supposed to do things consistently according to other people's idea of what it is. You can define your own consistency according to your own nature. Now, wouldn't it be wonderful to create from the place of inspiration, always being inspired? Actually, you can create inspiration. You can create the conditions for the ideas to flow to you. But then, do you have the time always to create the ideas? One of the first videos in the series was, I don't have time. And my solution to that obstacle was, okay, well, be honest with yourself. How much time do you have? But then I realized, you know what? Do I want to spend that time on my creative project? How do you create inspiration, condition for inspiration? You allow yourself to return to the place of wonder. And the way I do it, when I practice it, I allow myself to see things as if for the first time. And when I do, Everything is genius, visually, beautiful, because I see it for the first time. Meditate. Meditation is a place of inspiration because in that emptiness, ideas just, you are just showered sometimes with ideas. And if not, it's okay. Have fun, let go, and play. Remember, we talked about burnout. It's important to prevent it. And how do we prevent it? Through self-care, through being patient with ourselves. Why is it so unpopular? Why is it more popular to push yourself? Even if nobody is watching, why is this our preference? We judge our need to rest. But remember, burnout takes a long time to recover from. There's this great quote that I love from A Course in Miracles. The result of true devotion is inspiration. Inspiration is the opposite of fatigue. To be fatigued is to be dispirited. Okay, so I covered no motivation, no inspiration, no consistency, burnout. That brings me to our fifth creative obstacle today, which is when you have a creative passion, you love to do something and it turns into misery. You know how sometimes people love to write and then they have an idea to write a book. As soon as you set the goal of writing the book or doing something bigger, this passion, this thing that you loved, turns into misery. Before we examine the problem enough, the tendency is to drop the goal, drop the project, because it drains you. You want to come back to the joy of creating. But wait, not yet. Don't drop your goal yet. There is something else that needs to happen. The goal is not a problem. The way you think about it is. You don't have to let go of the goal. You simply have to bring your mindset to the bigger goal. Update your emotional habits, your mental habits, the beliefs, the way you think about yourself and your creativity. You know, I have the saying, we make art, but the art also makes us. We make art, but as we move from point A, the idea to be the finished, bigger goal, bigger thing, we are going to create new mindset, new beliefs about ourselves, our art, about people that will see the art. We have to update our emotional habits in order to become somebody who have created that bigger thing. Now I would like to hear from you. Did you recognize yourself in one of those creative obstacles? And what do you do when you hit them? Did you enjoy this video? If yes, please subscribe. And thank you all the recent subscribers and those who have been with me from the very beginning. You are very much appreciated. Thank you.